Greetings and salutations, dear beautiful souls. So much love, light, gratitude, appreciation, with an exclamation point, joy. Yeah, got cut off. You know, me and technology sometimes. It's kind of funny. All right. So I left off on for 4 billion years. We have been programmed in this fear-based mentality to as well as being muddled down our dormant gifts within our DNA. We've denied thyself the connection that we think is external to God's source, when it's already right here. It's already within us. We just got to reestablish that connection line, like I am with this, like I am with this technology. It's like relearning. Jokingly with a friend last night, I decided to pick up the phone and actually call and talk, right? And another friend said, "Hey, welcome back to the Matrix." And yeah, it's kind of what it is. Relearning, the reprogramming. So with the me, myself, I in the very far back, I gets the back seat ride. Me ego sits in the back seat. Me inner child sits right next to me. Me higher self is in the driver's seat. This is how I am rolling with things now, and perceiving things and doing things. During that silence and not having many distractions, Elf had some amazing, Elf is already a lucid dreamer, but that has now been heightened to like seventh dimensional level. I'll tell you what. To establish that home connection, to establish that direct line, to not just dream, but feel, smell, taste, everything within that realm of consciousness / unconsciousness, using both hemispheres of the brain while in rest. Meditation's been, we'll say, a lot deeper than the normal meditation of Elf in the very beginning of this journey. We'll even go 2-3 years ago, where meditation used to be very difficult for Elf. There was a lot of chitter chatter, a lot of chitter chatter, a lot of chitter chatter, a lot of chitter chatter. The monkey mind. To distract what was really, being said. What Elf allowed to be perceived of coming in. Because again, it's the allowance, that surrendering, that no control. Because the Elf would sit there in meditation in the very beginning and be like, just quiet the mind, shh, stop talking. Why am I having this random song play in my head? Okay, no. Now Elf is realizing there's a reason why Elf was perceiving those certain songs. Elf was now realizing to the sense of, oh, those thoughts were not just Elf's, there were many others just filtering through. And how to let that flow. Ebb and flows, catch and release, and not try to hold on to anything. I find it very comical lately in this grand adventure of opening up the Elf to these new experiences, to meet these new souls and connections with others, humans, for the most part. Although some of them I do kind of question. Well, we'll get back to that. But some of those connections would come in and they would just go, just as, like I call a flash in the pan. Whoop, there goes an eye. Woo, ego. See, rewriting the program. The Elf would call, just a flash in the pan, and that's all they were. They were supposed to be there just as a brief moments. There was no real connection established, although others tried to establish the connection to the elf, they would attempt to hold on to the elf and say, elf needs to be committed to me alone. Da, 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 you're mine, I'm yours. I'm like, no. No. The elf does not agree or apply or even want that programming. But if elf says you are in elf's heart and you're in the heart space, trust in that. Because you are. Only you put up those walls. Only you will put up that push pull kind of effect. So yeah, reprogramming the program, tapping into what is the true self of this beautiful elf. Another thing that just comically just passed through the brain. So I'm trying to figure out how to word this where I'm not insulting anyone. It's kind of just a little hard. People perceive me on my profile. There we go. People perceive me on my profile sometimes. It's like, you look really young. You can't be that old. Yes, elf is over 50. Bam! Like super over 50. This is real. Elf is real. How is it the elf can look this way and be this way and have this awesomeness? It is because elf loves self. Elf is loving self. Elf is always going to love self. There were years ago, way back in time, all right, elf did not. Well, elf did, but elf did not, if that makes any kind of sense. There was a grand battle going on within thyself. Kind of reminds me of the Bhagavad Gita, where the battle of self is going on. The inner turmoil of the light, the dark, the finding the balance in between that, and having peace. Peace, joy, laughter, love, unconditional forgiveness. Period. So, elf is requesting that you, dear beautiful souls, tap into thyself, accept thyself, love thyself, nurture thyself, be at peace with thyself. We, even me sometimes, we have a tendency to overwork ourselves or try to over control ourselves, or we gotta be at this level. Okay. Yeah, yes. Bring your vibrational frequency up, but don't damage thyself of trying to run before you learned how to crawl. Because you're trying to skip a whole, and you can't skip. You can't skip a grade. Not in the book of life. Book of life? What? I don't know. You can't skip a grade in the school of life, in the school of knowing thyself. You can't. It's impossible. You think you might be up there, but you're going to realize that was such an illusion, that you put yourself in that illusion of, and again, said with love, there's so many parrots out there squawking away. I am this, I am that, I am a light barrier, I'm a healer. No offense to the real healers. Mind you now, I love you all. But there are parrots out there that are wearing this knowledge as a badge for their ego. That's not in service to all, for the highest good of all, nor themselves. And I've come across so many beautiful of them within this journey of holier than thous, I call them in a way, here we myself again. Elf would call them holier than thous. Do as I say, not as I do. Or the other beautiful saying of God fearing. I don't ever want to fear God. Why would I want to fear God? That's the kind of fear-based mentality we've been locked into for so beautifully long. Free yourself, free your mind, and the rest will follow. Be colorblind. Don't be so shallow. Just saying. You know, I'm saying this. I'm saying, and another thing that got, thank you. I just remembered something. Having a speaking moment with a good friend. And I do this. The elf does this a lot sometimes when speaking with others, where the elf is aware that what elf might be saying, I say, ego gets in the way. Elf would say, I say this with love, or with love, I'm saying this to you. It's because I'm trying to set you up, because I'm trying to let you know I am hearing myself. The elf is trying to let you know this is not coming out of the darker place. This is not coming out of a control place. This is not trying to come out of I'm better than. No. But they perceive it as you're going to get punched in the face kind of stance. Again, it's all how we perceive what is coming in. It's not what's really coming in. It's how we are perceiving it. And what do we do with that? All right, with that, I'm going to end this short because I have no idea if this is going to get cut off again. Because memory space is a funky thing on my phone. Yeah. It's actually an older phone that I was recording on the other one. So we'll see about this one. Bam. All right. So we leave that with so much love, light, gratitude, and appreciation to all of you. All of you. No matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, no matter what headspace or heart space you may be in. Elf loves you unconditionally. Elf forgives you, as well as Elf loves and forgives self. So be well.